Hi, I'm Jaden. I'm here to talk about how my 20 time project turned out. Well, I was originally going to do an album, but because of expenses, because it was going to cost me like $500, I decided not to do it. So instead, I started doing what I'm learning at my job, which is called glazing. And glazing is basically putting in commercial glass. And if you want an example of something that was done by a glazer, well, just look at the windows in your classroom, and they were installed by a glazer. And basically how that's done is if you look at the metal that's on, now I'm just going to use the classroom window as an example. If you just look at the metal, well, what that is the metal is ordered and then it's cut with a saw, really, and specific measurements, and there's blueprints for everything depending on where the glass frame is going to go. And basically you cut it, and then you have to drill holes in certain areas of the frame after you have your metal, and you basically put screws in and the whole thing just screws together. And then you use this glue called caulking, which and you use a caulking gun to put it on. You put caulking in certain areas, like within cracks or on the screws, to basically just seal everything together on these metal frames. And if you look at the metal, obviously that's in the classroom on the window, well, that's exactly what happened when they put all the metal together. And then after that, they take the glass, and the glass basically, you take suction cups and you stick it to the glass, and you put the glass inside of the frame, and then you would put these rubber stops that basically lift up the glass to adjust it at a correct height within the frame, and then you put more caulking in there to hold the glass in place, and then you lay in rubber. And if you look closely at the glass on the frame in your classroom, well, there's rubber basically lining all around it on the inside of the frame, and that holds the glass completely in place within the frame. That's really, honestly, the entire art of glazing. And yes, it took me the whole 10 weeks of my 20 time project to actually learn how to do it, because it's really complex, but it's difficult to explain, really speaking. But basically that's how it is. And I've been learning a lot from my job and how to do it. And basically we would make the frames in the shop, install the glass, and we put it onto a glass truck, and we would drive it to certain sites. And schools are examples, but I've worked for hospitals and really, honestly, I've worked for barber shops, donut shops, just all kinds of places. And you just install the frames, and there's different size frames. There's 120 inches by 80 inches, and there's all kinds of different crap, really. But that's basically what glazing is just making glass frames. And that's what I learned for my 20 time project. So thank you.